Hello guys, just want to do an update about the plants I ordered during Black Friday. So I ordered from Flytrap, some Nepenthes, 4 orchids from Andy's Orchids, and a couple of different plants from Josh's Frogs. So we'll start with Nepenthes that I've ordered from Flytrap. So this is the Nepenthes bicalcarata times ampulla. Nepenthes bicalcarata times ampullaria, which according to a website I found are both found in the wild, and they naturally hybridize. Basically, this plant, according to the care guides, or the bicalcarata especially, requires high temperature, not really high temperatures, but at least temperatures in the mid 70s to the 80s. They like it warm and high humidity. And in this grow tent, I have like a microclimate. So down here, far from this light, from this Mars hard grow light, the temperature is like around 73, and the humidity is provided by this smaller humidifier. So I have the cooler growing plants down here, and down up here, in this area here, it is around 82 to 83, at least last night when I was setting up this tent. But as this triangular tent, as the angle widens, it gets farther off from the light, and it's around the mid 70s. And so far, this bicalcarata is doing well. It's adapting. I don't think this picture will make it. Same with, there's another one here. So this one here, so I don't know, so hopefully it does picture up for me, but there's one that's on its way. So far I don't see any like serious issues with it. No shriveling, no like serious signs of dying. I repotted it from its hanging basket. I like these hook pots, and I just well, in Flytrap they don't use they use just pure sphagnum for their potting mix. In my case, I use sphagnum moss and perlite. I didn't really care about how many percent, but a little bit more perlite because I want the substrate to have good airflow. The next one I bought is the Hamada, which is the total opposite of the bicalcarata. So this is again a hybrid also, which according to some care guides makes it easier to take care of the Hamada. The Hamada is considered like a hard plant to grow. They like cool temperatures, and down here, hopefully, I think it likes the cool temperatures down in my tent. So far, it looks good. I saw a picture of this hybrid, and it still got the toothy peristome of the Hamada, but yeah, you can see there. Yeah, this one's growing another a new picture, and it came with 2 pictures. The one shriveled up, so I cut it off, but the rest, there's one that's still okay, and hopefully those leaves and makes it to a picture. So yeah, they look good. I water all of the Nepenthes only once a week. Because of the high humidity, they really don't dry, and I don't want them to be overwatered. So by the following week, when I'm ready to water, it's still damp, but not wet. So yeah, same with this guy. It gets drier on the top part here because it's closer to the light, but yeah, it's not really, I don't see any like serious effects of that. Okay, so for next, we're going for the Andy Orchid. For my haul from Andy's Orchids, just an update. So this is the Bobo Phylum Blume, considered as an easy grower, free flowering all throughout the year. This is a well matured plant. I mean, look at all those bulbs and all those fruits, and I will give credit to this this humidifier with an extension tube for getting this plant really the humidity really nice up here, up in the tent. And these are new growth, which is great. So according to the care guides, and I've seen the pictures, this plant will get out of its container. If it's on wood, it will get. If it's mounted on wood, it will get out of the woods. Like it will grow out of where it's supposed to be, out of the pot, which is that you can see here. And in one of the care guides I've read, the writer lost his Blue because it got out of the pot and it dried out real quick and killed the plant. In my case, I'm not concerned about that because I have control over the humidity, and this humidifier directly provides moisture in this pot. And there's a hitchhiker here, which I think loves the high humidity ones growing down here also. I'm not sure if it's a fern or just some small plant. There's growth there, which is really nice here. So it's a happy plant, and I've seen the flowers. They're really nice and they're free flowering. I try to collect plants that are miniature and free flowering. That way, hopefully, they just keep flowering. All these plants keep flowering for me. One of the stems or bulbs got damaged during shipping, and I actually planted it here, and it's been nearly a month now, and it's still alright. It's in a sphagnum moss perlite mix, and I just water it once a week, and so far so good. I have no issues with it. Okay, what's next? Another Bobo Phylum I bought, which is not a miniature. This one's a huge, big one. I'm not sure, but maybe while I was ordering, I thought it was a miniature. It's this Bobo Phylum Bailey, but it's doing well. Also free flowering, easy to grow according to the website. And if you guys check my unboxing, you will see that one of the stems is actually hanging on the side. It's like the Blue May, wherein it gets out of where it's mounted. So what I did is I cut it off. I cut that part off, and you can see it's cut off there, and then put some sphagnum moss underneath it and use this brown like rope from Walmart, from the craft section, to tie it down. So it keeps it within this tree fern pole or something, and it's doing well. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it right now, so I think I did a good job with it. Next would be the Pleurophthallis rowlii. This is a weird looking pleural, at least for me. I mean, I'm not sure if, I just started with the orchids, miniature orchids, but this is a Pleurophthallis triptoranta, and that's a Pleurophthallis ornata. So I was expecting something like that looks like that, but it looks like this, which is cool. It came in a pot. I put it in that mesh basket with a hook and placed it there, and so far it's doing good. And I did something wrong. I was reading through the webs, like some research, and in one of the forums that I visited said that this plant has no like a rest or winter rest period in where it's found, so it needs to be wet all the time. Again, wet, not soggy or anything like that. And I'm glad that I was able to read that, and I'm glad that I read through it, because when I received it, it started to flower. And it's a weird plant because it produces flowers through here. And I just received it a day or two. It started to flower, and then it stopped. And I think because I kept it too dry. But as you can see, the leaves are good. They say if it's too dry, the leaves will curl up. But so far I haven't killed it, so I think I just found out just on time to give it the proper care it needs. But yeah, I hope I get to grow this plant better. There is new growth though, so which means I'm doing something right. And I think the key here is the high humidity. So even if I wasn't able to water it much, the high humidity doesn't dry out the plant that much. So I guess that helped. And with that said, here is one of the other pleurothales that I ordered. I really like this plant. If you check my videos, I made a video of its bloom here. It's a small flower, but it's really like, it's weird because like it's got that petals with the red spots and then the fringe. Like it's got that fringe, or like the way I call it, like some tendrils, but it is really cool. And as you can see, there's more flowers being produced. There's one more there. There's another spike. Yeah, there's another spike here, and another there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to just get this plant just keep on blooming for me. Yeah, I mean, just kept it humid. I'm not gonna move it from this spot here because it seems like it likes this spot. But yeah, that's the Pleurothales ornata. Yeah, Pleurothales ornata. Got it at a good price during the Black Friday sale. So what else? So I did the 2 Bobos, the 2. I think that's all for the orchids. Then for Josh's frogs, I ordered 2 plants and the 5-pack Bromeliads. And they're doing really well. They've been here nearly a month also. They're on mesh pots. I just want good air circulation. They're on a sphagnum moss perlite mix. I water them once a week. When I had a dark frog vivarium, and you can check that out in my videos, my previous videos. One thing I noticed about these plants or these bromeliads is they will rot if they are kept wet all the time, and they need to dry out. And I had this in the Philippines, but basically in the Philippines I just stick it on a tree, or on a tree, and it just grows. I really don't care about substrate and all that stuff. It just grows for me. But of course, we have a different setting here, so this is the first time that I actually potted bromeliads. But so far so good. No signs of root rot or the plant dying, so that's good. I like that. I think I received 5 different plants, because according to the Josh's frogs, when you receive these plants, there might be like two of the same type. So I think I got 5 different ones. I will go to this store, online store called Bromeliad.com. That website also has a good selection of neos. Maybe just add up a little, more color, and I plan to set up another dark frog tank, maybe 2, maybe 4, and I'd love to have a huge selection of bromeliads. What I plan to do with these plants though is just to get them to produce pups. So, and then I'll just spread them out to maybe through those tanks. So that is for the future. So yeah, really nice. From Josh's frogs, they love the high humidity in this grow tent. The other one I brought is the Creeping Charlie. If you guys check my dark frog tanks, I have this growing like crazy, very easy, and I actually start to propagate it on that spot here. So I love this plant. Basically very easy to take care of. Great ground cover for dark frog tanks. The other one is the aluminum plant. The Creeping Charlie, and this one is from the same Pilea genus or some, I think genus Pilea. So this is, I think, the Cardiae, I forgot, but basically easy to find. It's called the aluminum plant. Really looks nice in a vivarium. I've never had this plant before, but so far, I mean, I haven't really done anything for it, and it's just grown really well. Just want to show you guys the mosquito bits. I've been treating all of these plants with the mosquito bits because of the fungus gnats, and it worked, but that's for another video. So those were my orders, and from Josh's frogs. I've been ordering from Josh's frogs, even my dark frogs from them. at the time. Actually, I only had one, the Azurius, but they're pretty good. So that's all in terms of what I ordered on Black Friday. But I'll keep this. I'll just show a few more of what's happening in this tent. And of course, I want to show off. I'll make a separate video for this once the flower has bloomed totally. I don't think it's the full bloom right now. The Lutetia discolor, when I got it, it's in a 3-inch pot, and there was like 2 small plants in there. Like when I chose what, I mean, there's like several in that shelf, and I chose this plant because this specific plant because it's got 2 plants that at the time I was thinking of propagating. But I repotted it here, and now it's grown. I can say maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 to 5 plants that I can, when I do repotting in spring, I can separate it in 4 or 5 plants. But you know, Lutetia discolor is known for the foliage, but I can't wait for the flowers. They look really good. Yeah. And then what else? Oh yeah. My first 3 Nepenthes from Pet Fly Trap. They're doing really well. I mean, I have new growth here, new leaves growing. This is the Gaia, and this is the most recent picture, and it's the biggest so far for this plant. And then there's one growing there. There's a new one here. So it's happy. I can say that it's happy. I think I did a good job in keeping this. Again, first time for growing Nepenthes in a tent. Same thing with Queen Malani. There's one growing here, and there's another yeah, behind the pot there should be another pitcher growing. Yeah, so again, another one that's I'm really happy. Water them only once a week. I've been using a syringe to put water in the pitchers, not to get it too dry. I drop a cricket there. I bought those freeze-dried crickets. This, on the other hand, is the Miranda, which is supposed to be easier to take care of, but it didn't really. I mean, compared to the Gaia and the Malani, they're just putting out pictures. This picture is from when it arrived here, and that's it. Not a new picture at all. This one I had a good leaf jump, so from small leaves to these huge leaves, but I don't think this will make it. This one, hopefully, but I'm hoping that this is the newest leaf, and hopefully I get this to form a picture, and that one also. So it's not as prolific as these other 2, but it's alive, and I hope that I can get it to recover. And my daughter's here. Okay, just stay there, right? Okay, I'm making a video.
I'm talking with the baby.
Yeah, I'm talking to the video.
Boy.
Yeah, no, I'm just making a video so I can share this. Okay? Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, that's my daughter. Anyway, those are the Nepenthes that I first ordered. They're doing really well. What else? Oh yeah, so this is the Dendrobium Segundo, not a miniature. It's a deciduous one, so it's going through a winter rest, so no watering at all. Humidity is keeping it plump. So in the Philippines, we have the Dendrobium anosmum, and I've grown a lot. Like I nothing special, no substrate, just put them get some rope and put them on a tree trunk or some driftwood, and they'll grow. And then come winter time, there's not much rain. It's not raining at all, and that's between November. So we don't have winter basically. So Philippines doesn't have a winter, but we just have what we call a cold season. So it's around November to February, no rain at all, and then March to late May would be summer. So it's nearly 6 months. Yeah, 6 months of no rain, and you'll really see that these stems here, they'll be so shriveled up that you. So when I took care of them, I don't know anything about deciduous orchids. All I know is these are local orchids that are growing, that we just put on our tree, and hopefully it doesn't die. But every year for like 10 years, it just keep coming back to life during the monsoon season, which starts like end of May to October, and we are talking about rains non-stop for 2 weeks. You know, it's gonna be raining. It will be like just a short, 2 weeks straight of rain. There will be like heavy rains. There will be the times that it's just like a drizzle, but it's continuous raining, and then all of a sudden they'll pick up growth. They'll just grow really fast, and then go through the process again. During the cold season, they'll go shrivel up, but then produce really nice flowers. So they call this like a toothbrush orchid. And I was just talking about it. I got excited there because I remember the times we grow the orchids, and it's just like you see the seasons go and see them like they're dying and then go back to life, sort of thing. But yeah, this one is doing well, and going through the winter rest. This one is the Dendrobium tanii, semi-deciduous according to Andy's Orchids. So I just water it maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. Make sure it doesn't get too dry. What else? Oh yeah, this is the Pluralitalis scripturata. Still, nothing changed. Didn't flower. I guess according to the website, it's free flowering, but originally it was down here, right beside the Harella odorata, but I put it up here. Maybe it needs more sun or light. And then this is the Jenkinsii Dendrobium, a miniature. Also doing well. It has some growth, new growth at the back of the driftwood. And this is the Bobo Phylum Chylum, miniature, but as you can see, there's like tremendous growth here. It just like the Bulbopelii, a part of it was like growing out of the driftwood. Like there's this huge stem, and then what I did was I just cut it off in this area, and then just tied it down with that brown rope that I got from Walmart. So they say it's also free flowering, never flowered for me. So it was it was originally down in this area. I just moved it here, so should get more sun. Now I tried to measure the light that is produced from this Mars Hydro. So there's this apps that will check the lumen. Basically, it's not as strong as what's recommended for this, so I just tried to put it up here. So let's see if there's any changes. Hopefully by spring, where I can fertilize and water more, they'll be able to grow better. Anyway, what else? I think that's it. This is the Alocasia Bambino. Bought it at the same nursery as this Lutetia, and they're doing really well. Kept growing for me. Just put it on top of this because I don't want it to get too wet. What else? Yeah, so I think that's it. Yeah, you can hear my daughter there. So yeah, my collection, I'm very happy. They're doing that. These plants are doing well, and I may add to the collection maybe by spring. Hopefully there's another sale, but of course I'll take a video of another unboxing if I get new orchids or new plants. So yeah, thank you, and yeah, happy holidays.